Hey there. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Welcome to your official job interview here at Mystery Incorporated. As you know, you've been invited here today by special invitation from yours truly to undergo an important and intricate screening to determine whether you might be qualified and acceptable to be the next member of Mystery Inc. Jinkies, it's just so groovy that you're here. I'm so excited. But okay, let's keep things official. Please take a seat. Now, as you know, Mystery Inc. has a long and storied history of solving mysteries and debunking all sorts of shenanigans and chicanery surrounding supposedly spooky and haunted happenings. We've been together for quite a long time, and we've always been a 4-person, 1-dog operation. Up until now, we didn't really feel that we needed anyone else on our team. But as of late, your assistance has been so helpful in some of our cases that we've been discussing the possibility of adding another member to our ranks. You've helped me gather clues on quite a few cases, and your help was essential in solving the great mystery surrounding the von Vanderglam family. So, upon reflection and consideration, the whole gang has decided that we would like to give you a chance to see if you might want to become part of our organization. What do you think? Well, I really hope that you would show up today and that you were indeed interested, so let's get the process started. I do just have a few notes here that I'll be referencing and taking down some things while we're talking, okay? So, first of all, I'll be conducting an exam on you. Nothing too complicated, nothing uncomfortable, but I will be checking your senses, your sense of sight, your sense of smell, your sense of touch, and your hearing, just to make sure that those senses are up to the level that will be required for the kind of work we do here at Mystery Inc. I'll be examining you and conducting a few other important tests, and then I'll be asking you some standard interview questions so that we can get to know you a little better and make sure that everything is in order as we consider your application. Does that sound good? Okay, great. Just let me take down a couple of things here. Okay, wonderful. And now we'll get started with the examination. Now this is quite an official examination, so I am going to be wearing some gloves to make sure that everything is sterile and scientific. So I'll just get these on. And I hope that you won't be nervous at all during this examination and interview today, because you know how much I think of you. You know how helpful you've been to me on these last few cases that you've helped me with. And I'm really excited about the possibility of having another member of the team. Because frankly, when you're a 5-person operation and you split up to look for clues or explore different areas, somebody always ends up being the odd person out. And guess who that always is? So with you around, I'll have somebody to team up with, and that makes me really happy. I mean, you don't mind teaming up with me, right? You've enjoyed it in the past when we've worked together, haven't you? Well, between you and me, you are the top candidate for the position. I mean, between you and me, you're the only candidate for the position. You're the only person that we invited in to do this, so I really do hope you want the job. But we want to do everything very officially and follow the proper protocol, so I hope you don't mind going through these little exams and questions with me today. Okay, so I am going to start out by examining your face, okay? So is it okay if I come in close and have a look at your face? Okay, so I'm just looking here, just kind of seeing. Yep, nothing unusual. We will be checking later for any signs of the paranormal, any ghostly residues, anything like that, which I don't suspect is an issue with you at all, but it is something that we need to check for. But for now, we're just basically going to be, yes, let me just check a moment. We're going to be checking out your senses, because as you can imagine, in our line of work, your senses need to be very keen. You need to be very observant of your surroundings and always on the lookout for anything that might be amiss or anything that might be trying to deceive or trick your senses into thinking that you're seeing or hearing something that isn't really there. So let's start out by checking your vision, okay? So your eyes look good to me, nice and clear. You have beautiful eyes. I am going to bring in a light, okay? This is a quite bright light. I know you've seen some of the lights that we use in our work. So if you want to, just avert your eyes a little bit from the light if that's necessary. I am going to come in. Oop, I forgot to turn it on. I am going to come in here and just look. Yep, I'm just going to bring it in and then out. In and then out. Just checking the dilation of your pupils. That looks good. We'll do it on the other side. Coming in and out. In and out. In and out. That looks good. Okay, now we'll do one side at a time. So I'm just going to keep my vision over here on this eye. And we'll see if I do this eye. Yep. Your other eye is responding appropriately. Good. And if we do it on this side. Yep. That eye is responding appropriately too. Okay, wonderful. Now could you just please keep your eye on my finger over here? Okay, and then there is a light shining over here. Can you see that out of the side of your eye? Don't look over at it directly, but keep your eye here, okay? Okay, keeping your eye here, I'd like you to tell me whether this light is moving or whether it's still when I ask you, okay? Okay, so keep your eye right here, and right now, is the light moving or is it still? Good, okay. What about now? Is it moving or is it still? Okay, and what about now? Okay, and what about now? Okay, and what about now? Okay, good, excellent. Okay, we'll do that on the other side. So keep your eyes over here on this finger, okay? And the light is down here. Can you tell me, is the light moving or is it still? Good job. Okay, what about now? Is it moving or is it still? Okay, great. What about now? Okay, and what about now? Wonderful. And one more time, what about now? Okay, great. Well, you did wonderfully with those tests. We'll put aside the light for now. Now, I do want to do some more tests of your peripheral vision because we do often have things, coming up behind us, sneaking up over our shoulders, jumping out from the side, trying to startle us and frighten us. So it is important that our peripheral vision is functioning properly. So I'm going to bring both my fingers here in front of my face, okay? And now please keep your eye on the center of my face, on my nose, or on the middle of my glasses if you like. And please just let me know when you can't see my fingers anymore, when they have left the field of your vision, okay? Okay, we'll do this a few times. Ready? Good. And again, just tell me when. Good. And a little closer. Good. And again, tell me when. Great. And one more time. Okay, good. Now we're going to do the opposite. I will bring my fingers into your vision, and you tell me as soon as you can see my fingers, okay? Okay, great. Here we go. Good job. And now? Good job. And one more time. Okay, and a little bit closer. Good job. And again. And one last time. Okay, wonderful. Okay, and once again, keeping your eye on my nose, can you tell me which one of my fingers is wiggling? Okay, this one or this one? Okay, are you ready? Okay. Good. 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 Yep, that last time it was both of them. Very good, very good. Okay, and now can you just look over my shoulder over here? Just look behind me and tell me how many fingers am I holding up? Good, and now? Good, and now? Good, and how about now? Good, and again, how about now? Okay, good. Now look over this shoulder, okay? We'll do it with this hand. Keep your vision back here where the little pumpkin is. And then tell me, how many fingers am I holding up? Okay, and now how many fingers? Okay, great. And now how many fingers? Okay, great. And now? Wonderful. And now? Okay, wonderful. Wow. You passed your vision test with flying colors. I can tell you are quite acute in your visual senses, so that's a really important thing. Let me just note that down here as I'm keeping track of things. Vision is absolutely wonderful, A-OK, and super cool. That's looking good. Okay, so the next thing I would like to test is your sense of hearing, okay? We are having to listen out often for all sorts of different spooky sounds and creaky footsteps and that sort of thing. So I want to make sure that you're keen to those sorts of things. So if you could close your eyes for a moment for me, okay? And can you hear the sound I'm making with my gloves? Can you hear it? Okay, can you just tell me, listen to this sound, and tell me when it stops, okay? Okay, starting now, just listen. Good, 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 very good. Okay, one more time. There's a little squeaky there. Just tell me when it stops. Cool, good, 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 good. Okay, so now this part might be a little bit spooky for you, but we'll see how you do. I am going to make some creepy ghost sounds, okay? It'll sound like this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, did that freak you out or anything? Okay, no, good, that's a good sign. So I would like you to listen to my ghost sounds and tell me when the ghost sounds stop. Okay? Okay, are you ready? Okay. Ooh. Good, 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 good. One more time. Are you ready? Okay. Ooh. Good, 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 good. That's very good that you're very alert for the ghost sounds. Now, I'm going to make the ghost sounds either quite close to you or from a little farther away. We're going to see if you can tell the depth perception of sound and where things are in relationship to you, okay? So listen again closely to my ghost sounds. Are you ready? And tell me if they're close or far, okay? All right, let's get started with that. Ready? Ooh. Was that close or far? Okay, how about now? Okay, good. How about now? Okay, good. And one more time. Yes, and one last time. Was that close or far? Okay, good. Good job. You can open your eyes. I know that might seem a little bit silly, but it can be very important in our line of work to know whether a spooky sound is right over your shoulder or if it's on the other side of the room, you know. That can be important information. Okay, so next up, I am going to test your sense of touch. Okay, so once again, if it's okay, I am going to come in and touch you with my gloved hands, which is why I wanted to wear the gloves so everything was nice and sanitary and clean. So if you could close your eyes for me once again, I am going to come in and touch different points on your face, and I just want you to tell me when you feel the touch, okay? You can just say now or yes, whatever you'd like to say, and this will help us to test your sense of touch and also to test your nerves a little bit and see if it makes you jumpy to have me touching you, okay? I'll be very gentle. I'll be very gentle, I promise. Okay, close your eyes. Are you ready? And just tell me when you feel a touch, okay? Good. 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 Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. And you didn't startle or jump or anything like that when I touched you. I can tell that you have nerves of steel. Very, very helpful in this line of work. Okay, one more test, and then we'll be all through with the physical exam. These gloves are a little squeaky, aren't they? I have some scents that I would like you to take a little sniff of and tell me what you think they are, okay? I have these little sample bottles. These are samples that we have taken out in the field, out in our line of work, and I want to see how sharp your sense of smell is, first of all, and to see how you might do in deducing what some of these scents are. Okay, are you ready? Okay, you don't have to close your eyes if you don't want to for this part. These are unmarked jars. Only I know which one is which. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Take a little inhale of that. Think about it for a moment and tell me, what do you think that scent is? What do you think? Yes, it is the musty smell of an abandoned library in an old spooky mansion. Wow, fantastic. Good job. Okay, very specific. Let me get the next one ready here. Okay. Take a smell of this one. Yes, think about it for a moment. What do you think? Yes, Jinkies, you're so good at this. It is the cloyingly sweet perfume of a mysterious and suspiciously confident heiress. Oh my goodness. Wow. I wasn't expecting you to be so good at this. Okay, let's get the next one ready. Wow. Okay, this one might be a little more tricky. Let's see what you think of this one. Yes. Yes. It is the mysterious concoction that is often used in fog machines to create a false but often very convincing spooky and ghostly atmosphere in a number of different settings. Wow, wow, wow. I'm just so impressed with you. Okay, I do have one more over here. Okay, yeah, one last one. Oh, I I just can't believe you've done so well. Okay, what do you think of this one? Take a nice deep whiff. Yeah, that one's pastrami on rye with extra pickles. Shaggy had me put that one in. Oh my goodness. Well, I wasn't expecting you to get 100% on the smell tests. That really is impressive. The gang's never going to believe this. Wow, I think we've got even more of a star on our hands here than we realized. Okay, well, to finish up the physical part of the exam, we just have 2 more things to do. First of all, I do need to scan you with the Groovy Ghost Light. I know you are familiar with the Groovy Ghost Light and how important it is to our work because it does help us pick up any supernatural particles, any residue of ghosts or anything like that that might be sticking around on you, and we just want to be aware going into this if there's anything that we need to be dealing with you. And please don't be offended. All the members of Mystery Inc. get scanned by the Groovy Ghost Light every 6 months just to be sure, okay? Okay, so just hold still, and for the Groovy Ghost Light, you can close your eyes if you want to. I'll be able to see anything I need to see, even if you have your eyes closed, okay? Okay, so let me turn it on here. It is quite bright. That's the power of this light, okay? Are you ready? Just gonna scan it over you. Whoop. Vroom. 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 Okay, that looks great. Nothing to be worried about here. Let me just change the setting for a moment, and we'll just do a downward scan now. Beautiful, and come back up. And we'll come in from this side. And then we'll come back from this side. Beautiful. Okay, you can open your eyes. Well, I'm pleased to report that there's absolutely no signs of anything unseemly that I could pick up with the Groovy Ghost Light. So you are looking great. Well, it wouldn't be an examination from Velma if I didn't come in with my magnifying glass. It really is my tool of choice. So I am just going to look a little bit more and see if there's anything else that we've missed. Don't think there is. We've been very thorough indeed. So let me just see. I think you look fantastic. Oh my goodness. I'm so proud of you. Well, congratulations. You have passed with flying colors the first part of your screening. Let me just take a few notes here. Do you have any questions for me? Oh, you are very astute. We did only check 4 of your 5 senses. We did not do anything about your sense of taste. Well, I'll tell you why. Shaggy made me promise that I would not do any kind of taste test without him present. So we decided that that wasn't strictly necessary for your screening, and we'll make the taste test part of your orientation, assuming you move forward with the position. Okay? Does that sound good? But extra bonus points for you noticing that. You're so smart and observant, and that is exactly what we are looking for. Okay, how are you feeling? Was that physical testing too strenuous for you? Do you need a break or anything? Oh my goodness, you have such stamina and strength. Just something else that I admire in you. Okay, Well, now we're moving on to the interview portion of today's screening, and really, you don't need to worry about this at all. These aren't any big pressure questions. There's really no right or wrong answers. We're just looking to get to know you a little bit better, especially if you're going to fully integrate as a member of our team. We want to make you feel welcome, and we want to have a sense of what your strengths are and what your strategies would be as you move forward in working on cases with us. Okay, so just a few questions, and I will be taking note here of your answers on my clipboard. Number 1, what personal skills, experiences, and attributes do you have which make you the best possible choice as Mystery Inc.'s newest member? Yes, take a moment to think about it. What skills and attributes do you think you bring to our organization? Yes. Well, that's certainly true. I've seen that with my own eyes. Enthusiasm, diligence, thoroughness, a sense of adventure, healthy skepticism, but open to the extraordinary. Good. Good. Anything else you'd like to add? Okay, well, that was a very thought out answer. I appreciate that. Okay, number 2. What would you say your threshold is for getting creepy-fied and spooked out about things on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's say 1 being like Shaggy, where you get scared of your own shadow, and 10 being Fred, cool as a cucumber, sort of verging on oblivious. Okay, that's fair enough. And we do need members of our team who are on all levels of this spectrum. It does work to make us a more well-rounded organization. Yes, okay, I'll take a note of that. Oh my goodness, Jinkies, you are just the best. You're so thorough and thoughtful about everything. Okay, number 3 is an important question. Do you feel you are proficient with today's technologies? Film projectors, reel-to-reel recorders, phonographs, walkie-talkies, smoke machines, things of that nature? Oh, okay. Oh, you have a speciality in film projection. Oh, that's very helpful. Yes, these are a lot of the technologies that we find that some of these crooks use to try to create spooky illusions, to freak people out and scare them away from the scenes of crimes and that sort of thing. So having knowledge that can help us debunk those is very helpful indeed. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, number 4. How adept would you say you are at recognizing a person in disguise? Oh. Oh. So you have some direct experience with that, actually. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Well, that's certainly very helpful too. Impressive. Oh my goodness. Okay, number 5. Let's say you've been assigned to search an old abandoned amusement park for clues. What's your strategy? Where do you begin? And what's your methodology? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yes, okay. Starting with any particularly spooky attractions, say a haunted house or any monster-themed rides, that makes sense. And then looking for rusty, creaky or malfunctioning. And then the booth. Yes, any games. Yes, anything that could be used. Yes, anything that could be used. Anything that might be used sort of in another way to. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, you're obviously very skilled in thinking about finding clues. I mean, I knew that already because you've been so helpful to me. But, okay, well, that was page 1 of my questions. I do have a page 2 because these are questions that were suggested by the rest of the gang. At first, I didn't think this was strictly necessary because I think I did a fine job in coming up with those questions, but they really wanted to participate, so I do have one question from each other member of the Mystery Inc. gang. Okay, the first question comes from Daphne. She asks, what color scheme or signature accessory do you plan to utilize for your Mystery Inc. professional attire? I mean, of course, Daphne has her purple ensemble. You know, I'm fond of my orange turtleneck, and Shaggy has his green shirt, and Fred has the ascot, of course. So, you know, I think she's just concerned about how your style might fit in with the group, what kind of color palette you're thinking of, making sure things don't clash. So, do you have any thoughts on that? Oh, yes. Well, I think that would be very complimentary to the group. Ooh, that sounds groovy indeed. Very, very stylish. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, well, no worries about that then. Daphne will be thrilled. Okay, question 2 is from Fred. What leadership skills do you bring to the group? Do you consider yourself a team player? Frankly, I think Fred is feeling a little threatened by your skills, and so I think he wants to make sure that you're not going to come in and try to usurp things. I mean, not that I wouldn't like to see you at the head of the organization, but, you know, we do all have to play our part. Oh, yes, well, that's very diplomatic of you. Yes, and I think you do have a lot of quiet leadership skills that you'll be able to bring into the group. Oh, yes, well, Shaggy could use a bit of mentorship. That is certainly true. Oh, that's very generous of you. Oh, well, that's very kind to know that you see us all in that way and that you're excited to contribute what you can to our little group. Okay, thank you. Well, speaking of Shaggy, his question is next. Shaggy asks, please describe your ideal sandwich to consume while working on a case. Please discuss bread, ingredients, condiments, and overall finished height of the sandwich. I know this is what he wanted to know, and I couldn't really deny him. Oh, well, that sounds delicious. Okay. Oh, yes, and Dijon mustard. Oh, yes, pickles, of course. Oh, and the specificity of your pickles. Oh, Shaggy will love that. He will love that. And you do like a tall sandwich, but not so tall that it's not consumable. Oh, well, we just might have to put you on duty for packing lunches when we head out on the road because that sounds delicious. Okay. All right, last question is from Scooby. I had to include him too. Scooby asks, what do you feel is a reasonable amount of Scooby snacks to feed a dog in one day? Oh, as many as he deserves. Well, Scooby is going to love that answer and is definitely going to try to live up to your expectations so that he can maximize his snacks. Oh my my goodness. Okay. Well, that is all of our questions for today. Let me just make sure we've checked everything off the list. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. Well, you have far exceeded my expectations today, my friend. And, I can't officially tell you right now that you have the job because I do need to go back and consult with the other members of Mystery Inc. and just make sure that we are all in agreement. But to be honest, we all just think you're wonderful, and we've been so excited about this possibility that it's definitely going to happen. So we'll be talking to you very, very soon, and you can start to get that outfit ready and start to prepare anything you think you might need for your Mystery Inc. orientation. And I do have a little something for you. Of course, we'll have a full kit of things to supply you with before we go out on the road and about any of our procedures and things like that. But I do have a little token for you. Yeah, your first little magnifying glass. So, in time you can work up to having a giant magnifying glass like mine. But I thought at first you might like just to have this little one, that you can just kind of tuck into your pocket and carry with you. And you can start, looking around for clues everywhere you go and get yourself into that mindset. Okay? So yeah, you can have that now. Okay, well, thank you, my friend. We are just so fortunate to have you coming onto our team. Congratulations again, and thank you for being you. It's just so special to have you joining our team. So take care, and we'll be in touch very soon.